So, hi and good evening to all our listeners. On behalf of my team and my plan, I, Pankaj Malhotra, welcome all of you. We always believe that skill development is the key to succeed in any area of life, and our focus has been in providing maximum value and learning so that you get the right knowledge and guidance for all the success you deserve. We always try and invite guests who have been pioneers in their respective industries, whether it's hiring, training, guiding, or mentoring, so that we all, be it you or me, get to learn from their experience and expert advice. Taking it forward, we have another special guest with us today. Before we start our interaction with our guest, I would just like to share his journey with all of you in brief. He is basically from Mumbai, studied till junior college in Los Angeles, California, USA, came back to Mumbai and was graduated from Mumbai University. He started his career as a cabin crew with Jet Airways in the year 2000. In 2005, he joined Go Air as assistant base in charge and cabin crew in charge. 2009, he was the SEP instructor and was promoted to assistant manager training with Go Air. Joined Indigo Airlines as SEP and service instructor in the year 2012. In 2014, he was associated with Air Arabia as their SEP instructor, and since 2015, he is with TrueJet Airlines as cabin safety training manager. He is a part of panel of TrueJet and also takes care of the grooming training for male staff members working in commercial and security department of TrueJet. I was fortunate enough to work with him during my tenure with Go Air, and I learned and still learning a lot from him. I'm honored and glad to have Mr. Amol Meenawala with us today. Good evening, sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
A very good evening to you, Pankaj, and I'm thankful for having this invitation from you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an honor. It's a privilege for us. How have you been, sir?
I've been good, so far so good. Don't have any complaints. Thank you.
All right, right, sir. So before we start our question and answer session, sir, I would just request if you can just share your journey with our audience, with our listeners, sir.
Sure, I would love to. Well, good evening to one and all who are listening. This is a first for me. I've never done something like this, but I'm very thankful and very proud of Pankaj and Elan Jobs for doing something like this in our country. He too, like the rest of the people that he's been associated with in the past, as he said, is a pioneer, and I'm glad to be on air with him. Um, well, I started my journey, this long and beautiful journey in aviation in the year 2000, like Pankaj says, as a cabin crew. And I've moved along the way. I've learned a lot, experienced a lot, traveled a lot, worked with a lot of wonderful airlines in India and abroad. And finally, after having done various trainings, not only safety and emergency procedures, but trainings like leadership, trainings like corporate, and of course, grooming for male staff, I learned that I also had the privilege of working as a base coordinator during my tenure in Go Air when we were based in Chennai. But I learned that training is my true forte. It's the most fulfilling and rewarding job anyone can do. Like they say, teaching is a humble profession, and I'm humbled to have had this opportunity to be training for so many years, and I've trained so many wonderful candidates along the way. So yeah, that's pretty much about me, Pankaj.
Thank you so much for all your kind words, sir. And as I said, I was fortunate enough. I got a very little time with you during my tenure with Go. But trust me, you know it all. I have learned so much from you. So thank you so much once again. And we welcome, on behalf of my team, my company, I welcome you once again, sir. So without taking much of your time, sir, as we've been getting a lot of questions from a lot of aspiring cabin crew. So because as I mentioned earlier as well, you are one of the pioneers. So can we start up with your permission with the question and answers, sir?
Yes, I would love to.
Right.
I'll answer to the best of my ability.
Thank you so much, sir. So we come up with the first question over here, sir. This question has come up from Miss Ritu. She is from Ahmedabad, and she wants to know that as a fresher, What all things are to be taken care of when going for the cabin crew interview?
Oh, that's that's a very good question, very important question, and a question that I'm sure is in the minds of every aspiring aviator. Um, See, one thing I've learned over the years, being on the recruitment panel for TrueJet, I've recruited and interviewed a lot of cabin crew during my tenure here, and one thing I've learned is that a lot of freshers really overlook uh, basic requirements for any interview, let alone cabin crew. I mean, as a cabin crew, the first thing you need is to be presentable in in the best way possible. I mean, you are going to be a face of an airline. Airline is like the glamour industry, right? It's the best mode of transportation. It's international. It's worldwide. They really take that lightly. So when you go for an interview, apart from being exceptionally well dressed, which people take for granted a lot, you also have to display confidence. Now, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll explain how to go about these two things.
Sure, sir.
Number one, about being well dressed. All right. Now, I know that as a fresher, there are we have our restrictions, right? Kids at the age of 18, 19, 20, 21 have limitations of how much they can do. But I would like to tell everyone that the one thing that you must invest post graduation, when you're about to start appearing for interviews for jobs, to start your careers, is to invest in three pieces of clothing meant for interviews. Okay, I'm not saying you should buy, I'm saying you should invest in them. All right, I'm saying invest because it's going to give you returns. Okay. Now, why I say three pieces of clothing? Generally, airlines have 2 to 3 rounds of interviews. All right, and you don't want to repeat the same clothes during the course of your interview. When you walk into the room, the panel, who will be filled with aviation professionals, will want to have someone in the room who looks, at first glance, like them, who looks like they will fit in the role. Okay, that is very, very important. Three pieces of clothing, professional clothes. They should be the best clothes in your cupboard, in your collection. Okay. The second thing I said was confidence. Now, I know that going for an airline interview, or going for any interview for that matter, candidates, especially freshers, are going to be nervous, right? But this is your 2 minutes of glory. You have to bring your best for the first 2 minutes of that interview. Your interview can go on for an hour, but if the first 2 minutes go bad, no matter what you do for the remaining 58 minutes, it's not going to cover for it. Okay, so how do you display confidence when you walk into a room, or when you're sitting for an interview? Three simple hacks, if I may say. Okay, these are like life hacks. Number one, you maintain eye contact with your audience. It could be a single person, or it could be a table of 5 people. You maintain eye contact. Now, when I say eye contact, I don't mean you stare at them. Don't forget to blink. Okay, but you must look the person in the eye when you are speaking to him or her. Number two, you must have a smile on your face. It is crucial. It is imperative that a candidate has a smile on his or her face. And the last, and one of the most important things in displaying confidence, is to speak in a loud, clear, and crisp voice. Now, when I say loud, clear, and crisp voice, I don't mean that you're going to scream or shout there. What I mean is that your speech should have clarity, and the way to get clarity is something that all freshers should practice at home. Okay, one of the tricks is to enunciate. Now, this word is not commonly known, unfortunately. Though in our profession it's very important. Okay, enunciation means when you speak, the first letter and the last letter of every word that comes out of your mouth should be heard clearly. When you enunciate, you sound articulate. All right. Now, if you keep these two factors in mind, I think that's all you need. Your resume is just a supporting document. That's what I would like to say to the lady who asked this question. Pankaj.
Thank you so much, sir. I think Ritu might have got the answer. So start practicing, Ritu, and rest of the listeners as well.
Yeah.
All right, sir. So we'll take it forward. The second question is from Vicky Patania. Vicky Patania is from Himachal. And he wants to know, sir, that being part of the recruitment panel, what is the first thing you see in a fresher while hiring a cabin crew?
Okay, I personally have this thing of when I meet a candidate, be it a male or a female, I want them to display, to show me that they're happy individuals. See, we all have our struggles and we all have our limitations, like I said earlier. But I want you to display that you're a happy person. Okay, if you come there and if you come there with a sad face, if you come there with a tired face, that's just not going to cut it. At least for me, and I'm sure I'm speaking for many interviewers out there like myself, that we need to see some joy. Okay, it's a big moment in your life, and I want to see it in your eyes. I want to see it on your smile, and I want to hear it in your voice. Okay, a trick I learned not a long time ago is that when you're going for an interview, one more hack, Pankaj, if I may.
Sure, sir.
When you know that you're about to be called in the next 5 minutes or so, I strongly recommend to all freshers out there to keep a small Cadbury chocolate on their person, and just a small stick of chocolate. And right before they called, maybe 2 or 3 minutes before they called, they should have that chocolate and then go for the interview. That will not only give you a sugar rush, but it'll make you feel nice. Chocolate generally works for most people. I've not heard any complaints so far. It'll make you feel nice. And when you walk into the room and you start introducing yourself, it will work. Pankaj.
Right. I think that is the reason I was telling everybody, sir, that see, I am still learning, and I feel so fortunate enough when I speak to mentors like you. Now, this was something new for me. I always knew that, yes, of course, like everybody does, I also love chocolate, but I never knew that chocolate can bring these kind of magical things as well. So, Vicky, please carry chocolates and all the other listeners as well. Thank you so much for that, sir. All right, sir. So we move on to the next question. Rohan is asking this question, and I think this is something very important. Does TrueJet hire boys or only girls for the profile of cabin?
Rohan, my friend, I'm sorry. As of now, we are an all-female airline, but you never know what the future holds for us. But as of now, we are an all-female airline.
Right, sir. All right, Rohan. So I think there are a lot of other airlines wherein they hire boys as well. So I think this is just the company policy that they're hiring only girls.
This is our airline policy since inception. Yes, this has been our policy so far.
Right, sir. No problems at all, Rohan. But there are a couple of other airlines in India as well wherein they hire boys. So please try your luck over there, and we are sure that you would get hired very soon. Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah.
Neetu from Bangalore. She's got this question, sir, that what is the minimum height required for a female to be a part of TrueJet as a cabin crew?
Okay, now this question unfortunately also has a lot of misconceptions in people's minds. Now, there's no height requirement per se to become a cabin crew. As an airline, they can have their own policies for male or female cabin crew. However, the height requirement varies generally depending on the type of aircraft that the airline operates. Now, say for instance, an ATR aircraft is the fleet of aircraft that TrueJet has. The height requirement could be a little less. We can, overlook an inch or two. But say tomorrow, if TrueJet happens to get bigger aircrafts, larger aircrafts, wide body aircrafts, then that height would not meet the requirement for that aircraft. So this whole height requirement concept was introduced many years back, all over the world for that matter, to ensure that the cabin crew has the arm's reach to access the safety and emergency equipment kept in the overhead compartments. That is the whole concept behind it. However, in general, like I said, there is no such requirement. However, airline to airline, they have their own set policies. So I can't comment for other airlines, but for TrueJet, it is 5 feet and 4 inches.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for that, sir. And is TrueJet also planning to come up with other aircrafts, as in Boeing or Airbus, in the future, sir?
I would not be able to comment on that as of now, Pankaj. This year has set everything back. The whole world has gone into reverse gear in this year. However, we don't know what the next year has in store for us. We're hoping that it's going to be the best year in all of our lives, and air traffic increases like it has never before. And to meet the requirements, we just might. You never know.
We hope for the best for everybody over here as well,
Thank
sir. I know, sir, you've got a very busy schedule and you have to rush for a meeting, so I would not take much time of yours. Last question from my side for today. Since you take care of grooming as well for commercial and security staff,
Yes.
what all things should a candidate take care of in grooming while he or she is appearing for an interview, sir?
Very important for like I said, for male and female both. Your clothes, of course, have to be impeccable. But for men, I would like to say, please remember not to have in fashion hairstyles. Please ensure that if you know that the interview is going to be held in 2 days' time, please ensure that you don't shave in those 2 days, and you shave on the very day of the interview so you look fresh. For men, please ensure that your shoes are polished and you're not wearing white socks. And last but not least, please ensure that you're not wearing any tacky jewelry on your person, on your hands, especially the men. Please ensure that you're not wearing bulgy watches or have gold chains around your neck, that are sticking out. And last but not the least, please ensure that you smell nice, both from your body and your mouth.
Thank you so much, sir. I think all the boys over there, you've got the message loud and clear, and you've got the entire information. So before we say bye to all our listeners, I would just request if you can give any message to all our listeners, to all the aspiring cabin crew out over there, sir.
Yes, I would love to. Ladies and gentlemen, aviation and hospitality are wonderful, wonderful industries. Um, they're very rewarding, they're very fulfilling. You get to travel the world, you get to meet the best types of people in the whole world, as compared to any other profession. I know that aviation and hospitality have been hit the worst in this year due to the pandemic, but it's going to get better. Don't lose hope. Don't be scared. Keep your dreams up. And like a very famous person had said, reach for the stars and you will touch the sky.
Thank you so much for the lovely message, sir. And thank you so much once again on behalf of my team, my company, for coming over here. And we would definitely like to have you once again on our platform so that we all can learn a lot from you. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for listening to us. To all our listeners, again, keep learning, keep growing, stay positive, and stay safe, everyone. We thank you all for listening to us. God bless and bye-bye. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye, Pankaj.
Bye bye, sir. Thank you.